Welcome to day 2 of our U-Haul road trip from Florida all the way to Calgary, Alberta. After a long first day, we're starting fresh in Arkansas, heading north into Missouri and beyond. Today's drive is packed with iconic stops and long stretches of highway. We'll take a detour along the historic section of Route 66 and make a quick stop at the massive and quirky Buc-ee's Travel Center and indulge in some of the best barbecue in the country at Joe's Kansas City Barbecue. From there, we'll push through the open farmland of Iowa, cut briefly into Nebraska, and finally end the day in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. With over 600 miles ahead, the day promises a mix of small towns, iconic American road trip stops, and plenty of open highway as we make our way north. Just a few miles out of Mammoth Spring, we crossed into Missouri, our first state of the day. Almost immediately, the landscape began to shift. The dense forests of Arkansas gave way to gentle rolling hills, patchwork farmland, and wide open skies. Classic Midwestern scenery stretched as far as the eye could see. Red barns, silos, and winding country roads framed by neat rows of crops. And as if welcoming us to the show me state, we spotted a couple of unfortunate armadillos on the side of the road just outside Mammoth Spring. A small but memorable reminder of the wildlife along this journey. The U-Haul rolled steadily along, taking in the changing scenery as we began our second day on the road. We couldn't resist a detour onto the legendary Route 66 in Springfield, Missouri. Even the 2-mile drive along this historic stretch of the Mother Road felt like stepping back in time. Many of the vintage motels with faded neon signs, old gas pumps, and quirky roadside attractions are just a memory now, but it has captured the imagination of travelers for nearly a century. Along this road, it gave us a glimpse of the classic Americana that Route 66 is known for. And of course, no road trip, especially one in a 20-foot U-Haul, is complete without a stop at Buc-ee's. Pulling into the massive travel center, we were immediately greeted by Buc-ee's iconic smiling beaver mascot plastered across signs and banners, a sure signal that this wasn't just a gas stop, it was a road trip experience. The sheer scale of the place was unbelievable. Endless rows of fuel pumps stretching as far as the eye could see, all busy with cars, trucks, and RVs. Inside, it was even more impressive. Bright aisles packed with every road trip snack you can imagine, from walls of beef jerky and bags of candied nuts to shelves of quirky souvenirs and Texas-sized t-shirts. The smell of fresh barbecue, brisket sandwiches, and warm cinnamon pastries drifted through the air, making it impossible not to grab something to eat. Everywhere you looked, travelers were laughing, browsing, and stocking up, giving the whole place an energy that felt part carnival, part marketplace. For us, it was the perfect stop, not just to fuel up the U-Haul, but to stretch our legs, grab some much-needed food, and soak in the one-of-a-kind Buc-ee's atmosphere before rolling back onto the highway. From Springfield, we continued north toward Kansas City, Kansas, known far and wide as a barbecue mecca. The highways were busy as we approached the city, the skyline gradually coming into view and the familiar hum of urban traffic replacing the quiet country roads we'd been on. Our destination, Joe's Kansas City Barbecue, a legendary spot celebrated by food enthusiasts across the country. Even in the middle of a long-haul move, the detour was irresistible. Pulling up, the smell of smoked meat hit us from the parking lot, a mix of hickory and spices that made the U-Haul feel like a temporary home away from home. Inside, the atmosphere was lively, full of locals and fellow travelers, all waiting for a taste of brisket, ribs, and pulled pork that have earned this spot a near cult following. Taking a break here wasn't just about food, it was a moment to stretch our legs and experience one of those classic American road trip highlights that makes a long drive unforgettable. Next, we headed north, then crossed into Nebraska for another short detour, leaving the bustling streets of Kansas City behind and trading them for quieter, open roads. Our journey took us through small towns like Auburn and Nebraska City, each with its own Midwestern charm. The streets were lined with brick buildings, local diners, and tidy houses, giving us a glimpse of everyday life far removed from the interstate highways. Cornfields stretched endless on either side, swaying gently in the breeze, and the wide open skies made the landscape feel expansive and peaceful. These towns offered a welcome change of pace, a slower rhythm to break up the long miles, and a reminder of the heartland that lies between major cities of America. The U-Haul rolled steadily along, soaking in the quiet scenery as we pushed towards our next state. Leaving Nebraska behind, we crossed back into Iowa, where the landscape remained quintessential Midwestern. Endless fields of corn and soybeans dotted the farmhouses and silos, all under wide open skies that seemed to stretch forever. The highways were long and straight, with only the occasional passing car or farm truck breaking the rhythm of the road. As we headed north toward South Dakota, the sun began its slow descent, casting a golden glow over the farmland and turning the horizon into shades of pink and orange. The miles seemed to melt away as we pushed onward, the U-Haul humming steadily under our hands. After covering more than 500 miles that day, crossing state lines, and soaking in small-town America, the lights of Sioux Falls finally appeared ahead. It was the perfect place to rest after a full day of driving, and as we parked the truck and stretched our legs, it felt like a well-earned pause before the adventure continues tomorrow. Day 2 was packed from start to finish, filled with a detour along historic Route 66, the endless aisles and quirks of Buc-ee's, and the much-needed stop for world-famous barbecue at Joe's Kansas City Barbecue. Between the food, small towns, and quirky roadside stops, we also covered hundreds of miles across Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, and into South Dakota, soaking in the changing landscapes and the steady rhythm of the highway. Every mile brought new scenery and a sense of accomplishment, but tomorrow promises an even bigger shift. We'll leave the flat farmland behind and head west from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where open prairies and rolling hills give way to the dramatic scenery of Montana, marking the beginning of the true western leg of our journey.